I'm not going to go mess with biters just for the drama. That's not a very good idea when we're trying to build a rocket to get out of here. Hello everyone, welcome back to Factorio. In our last episode I found out what biters were all about. Yeah, we're not going to do that again. If you missed that one, it was terribly fun. You should go check it out. iCard in the top right corner right now. In today's episode, we have to prepare for what we learned in last episode and get something going out here for iron and copper. We want to set up some decent sized automated setups for the green circuits to get the red science going, and we'll set up a proper science array. And I want to get walls up with turrets and ammo fed to it. I want a lot of stuff to happen today, so I'm gonna just start clipping along. What should be the first thing I work on? I should probably get some kind of array going for, let's see, probably smelting. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, so if we get, let's make some of these. Let's make about basic materials. Just craft a bunch of the basic stuff and just start putting it down. It'll work itself out. Crafted a couple of turrets. Them will come in handy eventually. Grab some inserters. There we go. Shift click takes a stack. Oh, we already have a bunch of belts. Let's put some of those back. Alright, so we're gonna need some iron. So bring it from about here-ish. Seems good. Bring it out this way. It's all just tentative right now. We're just gonna kind of lay the belt work to get a feel for what area we're putting things in, and we'll fine tune all this later. Bring the copper from up here over there. I'm going to set up some oven arrays. I'm going to set up some assembly arrays to make a bunch of different things, and the ultimate goal here is going to be to have science for red and green science in about 9 science research facility package somewhere close to the power plant. I'm going to cut here and I'll see you when we get back. Okay, and we're back from the cut. And this is what's left of our old setup, and I'm actually here to tear this all out. Because none of this is needed anymore. And then I'll go over and show you what we got for the new stuff. Let me just finish picking all this up. Except the belts. We'll leave the belts in place for a second until we figure out exactly which ones we need. Inventory full. Okay, let's go over here. Check it out. This is a little bit more serious. We got science going quite quickly. May need to increase our iron smelting capabilities. We're using a lot of iron in here. Our copper not so much. We're really only using copper for the green circuits here. In fact, yeah, we're going to go ahead and put another dozen ovens on here. Oh, off. I missed. This is a really good setup. I really like it. All these modules are the exact same as far as the assembly machine parts of it. I found that most of the recipes require 3 ingredients. So it's like, for example, the green circuits here, they require copper wire, iron plates. So it's only 2 ingredients, but one of them has to be processed first. So we got the copper plates coming in, being processed into copper wire, and then that's getting fed into a chest here. And by the looks of it, I could probably feed 2 of these machines with 1 copper machine, which is not that hard to do. Cut these out, switch that places with that. I'm doing on the fly experiment here. Let's just see if I can, and then move that one over. No, see, that has to go into that chest. And that one has to go into that chest. So I can't, with the setup I have, I can't do it with just one. But I think mathematically it is possible with just one. So that's an oversight in the design. I really didn't check the math when I did this. I'm just like, I want green circuits to come out on that belt, so I did it. But they're feeding through a box here in the middle. It comes into the other side, and then he's grabbing the iron plates from this side, and then they're feeding the, the green circuits back onto the middle belt that's actually going underground under all the chests and coming out over here. And then the green circuits go in there, and they get used for the inserters. And then the inserters is the same setup. We got the green circuits coming in on the top line. We also have that combining with the iron plates line right here. That merges together right there and goes up above. So it's going to feed the green circuits and the iron plates in from the top. And then down here we're splitting the iron plates off. See why I say we need more iron plates. And it's coming down here and getting fed into these gear machines, and these gear machines feed to a box. The box feeds it over to the other machine. The other machine puts the inserter back on the belt, and it goes out here to the green science. So we got the belts, and the inserters coming down here for green science. And then we got the exact same setup making red science and sending it out. Because red science takes copper plates and gears. So we need to turn the iron plates into gears and mix it with the copper plates. Put it back on the belt and send it out. So it's the same setup everywhere. I like this setup. It's compact. It may not be mathematically perfect, but what it does do is it gives me buffer chests full of the stuff that I'm making here. So I don't need, like if I ever need copper wire, I can come over here and just grab some copper wire. And we just researched some research, so let's research some more research. Let's continue finishing off all this stuff that's just red science, and then we'll start on the stuff that takes the green science. But I'm going to finish making this array bigger, and then troubleshoot any other problems I saw. I'll catch up with you in a bit. I got to put down a junk chest. Plunk. Fill it with this stuff. Alright, so we got to tear out all of our old stuff here, and I'm just going to put this into some chests down here in the ground. Just have all this stuff sitting in a chest so I can access it when I want to, and I'm going to clean up all these belts and make them look good. It's going to be nice and clean. Don't realize how much stuff you've actually put down until you try to pick it all back up. And you're like, oh my goodness, really? This is like 4 inventories. So the old miners to these old setups can go. all the belts feeding these old setups can go. All the power running to these old setups can go. And then we can use all these materials to increase the new setup and improve its production. So, fantastic. I like games where I can take the stuff out and I don't get penalized for doing it. See, I just pick up the belt and then I can put the belt back down over here. Very good. Inventory full. Let's go put down another box. I should probably get some steel going because the steel chests hold even more than these iron chests. I just need to free up some space. Alright, back to tearing everything out. Then you hit the F key and run around the screen and you pick up all the stuff that's left on the ground. You can't forget to do that. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it. This is that old iron setup. That's gone. I have to rework the way the coal is going because now there's only one outgoing belt of coal from here. And yeah, ran out of space in the inventory again. So that's the third full box. F button, walk, delete, delete. Place. Love this game. Have I said I love this game before? I haven't mentioned it, I don't think. This is right up there with Satisfactory and Automation Empire. Yeah, it's just, I love these factory sim production games. They're just, that's my jam. So we're going to rework this coal line here. Take all these power poles out. We're going to rerun the power lines down around the backside. Okay, we can run the power from like here. I don't really want to go right through the middle of the patch, but I guess it'll be fine. Down to here, and connect it like there-ish, and that'll get the coal going. Run it down here. See, them miners there are coal fed by the coal inserter, so they don't need electricity. And that's what's feeding our electricity, so we don't really want that to be dependent on electricity. Then these power poles up here aren't needed for anything anymore, so they can go. Okay. Now we got a bunch of space over here. And we're not done yet. Let's tear all this out and rework this line, these belts here too. Because we can make this look cleaner. There is an upgrade that you can get that makes it so you don't move when you're standing on the belts. But as much as it bugs me when that happens, I've never used the upgrade. I just figure I like the ability to be able to run down the belts when I get things really big and everything's all spread out all over the place. I like to be able to run on a belt because it accelerates your speed. And if you got the pavement under the belt, it makes it even faster. So I don't want the upgrade that stops me from being able to do that. But anyway, let's bring this copper down here. Iron will feed in from somewhere else, but it's going to come from this direction. here somewhere. Let's see. Let's go get the coal. Yeah, we gotta go over close enough to put it down there. Okay, grab that, bring it this way. Okay. And we're gonna split it. Back this up just a little bit for a second. I'm gonna bring this out. I want it to come up just a bit, this one to come down, and then they meet right there. And then we can turn that real tight like this and then tie it into this line here. And then we bring the coal over on this other line here. Yep, and bring it down. And that should tie into this iron just about where that's already split or merging it, which is perfect. I wish you could just tell the mergers to put it on half and half on the belt. They don't. I guess in this particular situation, you want it one side and the other side. You don't want to just mix it, because if it uses all the iron without using the coal, and then you just get a bunch of coal backed up on there, then it won't work. It'll back up and stop. Okay, so here we are. We have something that is much more clean and organized. We're going to continue doing our research. Our research has taken no time at all to complete. Our old initial starting area is completely gone. There's nothing left here. It's all open space for us to use for other things now. I've got 3 chests lined up here full of stuff that are remnants of our old. Let's see, I just need to get rid of some of this coal. Sheesh. Yeah, dump it all off. Anyway, we got some remnants of our old base in that box right there. Stuff that I can't hold in my inventory. Problems that will be solved when I get a car. But I had to add another half a power plant, so it's 3 boilers with 6, and we are just barely above the satisfaction with our production. So we can expand a little bit further before we need to add more power to it. But for right now, we're doing pretty good. I'm ready to set up military science and get turrets and radar dishes and the walls and things like that set up. Start actually building a building up here. But that's all going to have to wait till next time. I hope there was enough action in this one. It's not as action-packed as the last 2 episodes, but we'll try to make something work out of it. I'm not going to go mess with biters just for the drama. That's not a very good idea when we're trying to build a rocket to get out of here. Okay, I need these boxes. We're going to pick this all up. We're going to bring that over here. Put these down here. There we go. We'll be able to organize this. There we go. Okay, that's building materials, building materials, building materials. I guess the rest of this is fine. Okay. Okay. So there we are. Iron being smelted here. We got iron on all the belts now. That's good. Except for maybe this one here. But, I mean, when this one gets completely backed up, it'll feed it all that way anyway. And the same with this one. When this one's all backed up, it feeds it all out here. When both of these get backed up, that one will stop and feed out that way. This might be the issue here with these double splitters, is feeding this one side full. I don't know. I like it. It's clean, but like this is a mini little bus line here running through, and this is how you'd split things off of a bus and add things to a bus. But then here it's like, now the bus line is over. We're going to merge these lines onto this one. Maybe I should move the science, like turn it 90 degrees and stick it up that way, and then let this run through here as a bus line and move this array down here a little bit. I don't know. But for now it works. We're going to let this run. More science. And this is the last of the only red science. Science. Should take no time at all. So we'll be finishing that up at the beginning of next episode. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you like this channel, this playlist, and this series, hit the subscribe button. If you want to know exactly when my next video is going to come out, hit that bell icon. You will get a notification. You people have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Arctic Wolf out.